Hello everybody and welcome to the start of a brand new Let's Play. Now, a couple things to mention before we get started. One, I do not play Dungeons & Dragons. As a result, I don't quite know the rule book. And certainly not the rule book that is used, or the edition of the rule book rather, that is used here in Baldur's Gate. So if you know it, feel free to give me tips and tricks down in the comment section below. But I do know a couple of things because I've made sure to look at some guides before I actually started this. I did also dabble a little bit in a playthrough, but I didn't really mess around too much. So yeah, I'm not going to be particularly great at this game. I'm inevitably going to make mistakes, some of which may actually be pretty significant. But hopefully I will generally avoid making any significant mistakes. Before we get started, let's go ahead and let it play the introduction. I feel like I said that wrong for some reason. Introduction. He who fights with monsters should... Okay, and yeah. Subtitles are a little fast. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get started. So, new game. Okay. We're gonna do male. What do I want to do for appearance? I think I'm just gonna go with this one. Race, we're gonna do human. Class. I'm thinking Paladin, personally. Paladin is a warrior bold and pure, of the exemplar of everything good and true. Like the fighter, the Paladin is a person of action and combat. However, the Paladin lives for the ideals of righteousness, justice, honesty, piety, and chivalry, and shines to be a living example of these virtues so that others may learn from him, as well as gain by his actions. So we can wear helmets, any armor and weapons, may not exceed specialization 2 slots in any weapon class, yada yada yada. You can read all this if you want to. Our hit die is a D10, so a 10-sided dice. Now, we have a couple of options here for class kit. We can play a standard Paladin class Paladin. We can switch to being a Cavalier. This class represents the most common picture of the knight, the chivalrous warrior who epitomes honor, courage, and loyalty. The Cavalier is specialized in battling classical evil monsters such as demons and dragons. Yet the Inquisitor, who has dedicated his life to finding and eliminating practitioners of evil magic and defeating the forces of darkness, and his god has provided him with special abilities toward that end. Undead Hunter, name is pretty self-explanatory. This Holy Avenger has honed his abilities toward the destruction of the undead and other unnatural creatures, and is immune to many of their most devastating abilities. And then the Blackguard. The Blackguard epitomizes evil and is nothing short of a mortal fiend. The quintessential Black Knight, this villain carries a reputation of the foulest sort that is very well deserved, consorting with demons and devils and serving dark deities. The Blackguard is hated and feared by all. Some people call these villains anti-paladins due to their completely evil nature. And yeah, disadvantage. Alignment is restricted to evil, may not cast detect evil, may not cast protection from evil as an innate ability, and may not use lay on hands ability. I'm kind of leaning towards just maybe doing a... Do I want to do a standard, just generic paladin, or do I want to do a cavalier? +3 bonus to hit and damage rolls against all fiendish and draconic creatures. May cast remove fear once per day per level. Immune to charm, fear, poison, and morale failure, and 20% resistance to fire. And you know what? We're gonna go and do a cavalier. Alignment, we're limited to lawful good. Characters of this alignment believe that an orderly, strong society with a well-organized government can work to make life better for the majority of the people. To ensure the quality of life, laws must be created and obeyed. When people respect the laws and try to help one another, society as a whole prospers. Therefore, lawful good characters strive for those things that will bring the greatest benefit to the most people and cause the least harm. An honest and hard-working serf, a kindly and wise king, or a stern but forthright minister of justice are all examples of lawful good people. Abilities. Now, I don't know what I want to do here completely. Strength has an effect on our muscle endurance and stamina, so presumably allows us to wear heavier armor. Dexterity, this will presumably have an effect on our ability to move around quickly. Constitution, this is our hit points. Intelligence. Okay, anything 8 or less makes you illiterate, and you cannot use scrolls or most words regardless of class. This, I don't know off the top of my head if intelligence has any effect on XP gain. Wisdom. Okay. And charisma is a nice one now. This is how the game's is already rolled it for us, and I mean, I think that's an okay one, but let's re-roll it just a little, see if we get anything better. I think I like this one a little bit better. I don't mind giving up a little bit of dexterity for a little extra constitution, because that should presumably give us a little extra health. But again, I don't play D&D, so I don't know the full rules. This game I know does use a hit point system, so yeah. Skills. Well, sword and shield style is a yes. Let's see, so this at proficiency 1, which is what it's at right now. You get a -2 bonus to armor class against missile weapons. And at 2, we get a -4 bonus to armor class against missile weapons. Despite the name of the style, any one-handed melee weapon in combination with a shield will receive the aforementioned bonuses. Well, that's great, but I will probably be sticking almost entirely with a traditional sword and shield for that. At least that's the plan. What do I want to be better with, short swords or long swords? I'm thinking longsword. So proficiency 1 gets us no penalties when using the longsword. Move it up to specialized 2. We receive +1 to hit and +2 to damage. And for warriors only, although we're not a warrior, we're a paladin, an extra half attack per round with the selected weapon. That actually doesn't sound too bad. But yeah, we don't got that. And the game's gonna force me to use up this last one, so I guess we'll put a point into short swords. Just so that, you know, in theory we can use them. appearance. We're gonna go for dark hair. I'm fine with that skin. I'm actually kind of fine with the clothing as well. The only change I think I'll make is I'll make the major a blue rather than a red. And
death to you all! Your life ends here.
Time for a bit of the rough and tumble.
You got this coming! Let's give them a right thrashing.
Get over here.
Feel my power.
For justice.
yeah, definitely note the jovial. Brute kind of sounded like it was trying to do an Arnold impression.
Get over here.
You know, I think I'm gonna go with just commanding.
Feel my power.
And name, we'll go with YouTube name. And accept. So we're gonna go and play, I think, on normal here. So enemies deal 25% damage and... Did I sound like I said damage? Deal 25% less damage and do not use their most powerful spells and items. Party members cannot permanently die. Hit point rolls are maximized and spells can be copied into spell books without failure or... Yeah, no, I think we're gonna stick with normal. I want to be able to have a somewhat challenging experience, but not to the point where it's potentially annoying. I think easy or normal should be fine for that. Easy might be a little too easy, to be honest.
Nestled atop the cliffs that rise from the Sword Coast, the citadel of Candlekeep houses the finest and most comprehensive collection of writings on the face of Farron. It is an imposing fortress, kept in strict isolation from the intrigues that occasionally plague the rest of the Forgotten Realms. It is secluded, highly regimented, and it is home. Within these hallowed halls of knowledge, your story begins. You have spent most of your 20 years of life within this keep's austere walls, under the tutelage of the sage Gorion. Acting as your father, he has raised you on 1,000 tales of heroes and monsters, lovers and infidels, battles and tragedies. However, one story was always left untold, that of your true heritage. You have been told that you are an orphan, but your past is largely unknown. Lately, Gorion has been growing distant from you, as if some grave matter weighs heavily on his heart. You have asked about his concerns as gently as possible, but your queries have been in vain. Your sole comfort is the knowledge that he is a wise man, and you know he will tell you when the time is right. Nonetheless, his silence is troubling, and you cannot help but feel that something is terribly wrong. Today, Gorion has appeared more agitated than ever, and now he has uncharacteristically interrupted your chores in the middle of the day, imparting hurried instructions for you to equip yourself for travel. He has handed you what gold he can spare, but given no clue as to why. Nevertheless, you now stand before the Candlekeep Inn, ready to purchase what you need for an unplanned and unexpected journey.
Okay, give me 1 second to check and make sure that this recording is in fact working properly. Okay, yep, it appears to be working properly. Go ahead and resume my timer. I planned for each episode of this series to be about an hour long, because I think anything less than that's probably too short. So, let's see. Welcome to Candlekeep, your home. As you move around the keep, you will find green-robed monks. Your character should walk over and talk with them. Many important messages will be given to you through the text window on the bottom of the screen. To expand and contract this window, simply drag the top to the desired height. I think that's okay.
With caution.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
None of the things you have to say I care about, actually. What do you gotta say?
Hello there.
Okay, yeah, that's all you're gonna say. Hey, have you seen my copy of the Histories of Halrua anywhere? You know how I can't stand the constant shuffling of arthritic feet up in the library, so I thought I'd get a bit of fresh air just east of here, and oh, I hate being so absent-minded. Please, if you find it, I really do need it back. Okay, well, if I manage to find it, I'll come back.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
These aren't super important, to be honest. So, blue is basically neutral. That character has anything interesting to say, dialogue window will appear, you may be prompted to reply. Green is around the characters that are either a party member or a creature I've summoned. Red are definitely going to be hostile. Yellow, characters out of control. And purple are characters that are inaccessible. Thank you very much. You didn't have any particularly useful info.
Hello, child. Shall we continue?
You don't have anything that's particularly useful either.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Some of this stuff probably is kind of nice to know. So, fatigue. Characters, especially those with low constitutions, grow tired after going too long without rest. As fatigue increases, they accumulate a luck penalty, which negatively impacts all attack rolls and saving throws. You can eliminate fatigue by resting either at an inn or in the wilderness, but take care. Resting in the wild, you never know what manner of beast might disturb you. Morale. As battle drags on, characters might lose composure and flee, running to a remote area. If your party includes a bard, their bard song can prevent morale failure. Intoxication. Characters imbibing libations may become intoxicated. This has two effects. Firstly, as many warriors can attest, it increases morale, making it easier to keep fighting without losing composure. However, as you become more and more drunk, you accumulate increasing luck penalties, negatively affecting everything you do. Drink in moderation if you must drink at all. Disease. Certain monsters may inflict terrible, withering diseases upon their victims. These diseases may have various effects, but all can be removed by a cure disease spell or frequently a full night's rest. Or sleep, whatever. Tell me about poison. Some attacks may poison you, costing you health every second until the poison runs its course, or kills you. The poisons have two options. First, they can drink an antidote, or have a slow poison spell cast upon them. Alternatively, a poisoned person can simply wait it out and hope for the best. Healing spells can keep one alive long enough to survive most poisons, but some act too quickly for healing to counteract. Thank you very much for that info. Over here.
Hello.
Oh, goody goody. I've gone and found ye first. You are the ward of Gorion, no doubt. I do not recognize you. Who are you and what are you doing here? Who I am is unimportant, but who you are is very much so. I apologize for this dirty bit of business, but I must seek your death. A pity, I know, but it would seem your head is worth an exceptional amount to me. I kill you myself, and I need not share credit with anyone. So, this is how this all works. So, I don't know of a way to pull up his stats to be able to check this out. But, so, I roll an attack, well, he rolled an attack roll. In this case, actually. What is my armor class? My armor class is 10. Okay, yeah. But as I was saying, so you roll a dice. If that is higher than your opponent's armor class, then you will hit. Then you roll a separate dice to determine how much damage you do. At least that's my understanding. Now, the interesting thing is that our armor class is 10, but the number down there is a 9 minus 3. So, is it not counting one of ours? Is it considering us to have an armor class of 9, technically, or is it maybe because of his weapon? Maybe. And he maybe rolled a 3, I guess? I don't know. Either way, we missed 2. And here we go. So we rolled an attack. We hit. Then we roll a separate die to determine how much damage we do. In this case, that ended up being 5 damage. Which is, let's see. So in this case, you roll a 1d6. So a 6-sided die, and whatever you get is how much damage you do. And so in this case, since it's a 1d6, we rolled a 6-sided die and rolled a 5. So we did 5 crushing damage to him. Which was enough to kill him.
Yes.
Okay, we got everything he had, I guess. Let's go ahead and just scout out everything that's in here. That's locked. I have an ability to smack that or something until it opens, or at least try.
Again? Yes.
I guess not. Oh well, that can't do anything about it. He did give us a different weapon though. We have a Warhammer here for a 1d4 plus 1. Or a dagger for a 1d4. Yeah, I think that's better than the thing I got there. But let's also go ahead and slap some stuff into quick weapons so we can more easily access them. Okay, I never realized you could change your character's appearance there whenever you felt like it. Now, so here we go. So, this is another, I always just refer to as THACO because that's actually kind of what it looks like. But it stands for to hit armor class 0. And then just whatever number you'd have to roll to be able to hit an armor class of 0. Or to hit an enemy who has an armor class of 0, which in this case is a 20 and then a plus 2 because of proficiency. Actually, I think the quarterstaff might be better than that over there. Whatever. So basically, now I don't think they changed anything when it came to the enhanced edition. My understanding is from a guide that I looked at is that you want to have your armor class and your THACO as much as possible be 0, or not 0, but as negative as you can make them. The more negative, the better. -5 is better than +5. I realize that for anyone who's like me and does not play D&D, is sitting here probably thinking, well, that doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense, does it? And you would be correct.
What is the plan?
For most of us, that does not make a whole hell of a lot of sense. Korgath, you cut yourself above the brow there. What is wrong, child? Something in your eyes tell me that something is very wrong indeed. Oh, Parda. There was a man in there. He smelled like the stables, and he tried to kill me. It was horrible. Hurry then, child. Equip yourself at the inn and go join Gorion on the steps of the library. I had a sense something like this might happen. And then he goes in to check it out.
What do you need?
Flydia, left one of her books in here again. It's in the hay there beside the cow. If you could run it over to her and then come back, I've got some plans for you. Okay. The book back. Okay, cow doesn't want to talk. Okay, Flydia. I've got your book that you left. Apparently, again. How often are you doing this?
Hello there.
Oh, my book! Oh, you remind me of Grime when you grin like that. Raising you has been hard on him, I know, but he says it's a toil of love, a toil of destiny, even. You must be a very special child indeed to draw such praise from a man of his silent nature. Here, take this little gem of mine. Maybe Winthrop will give you a little something for it. Well, thank you very much. I imagine it's probably not going to be super useful. Let's go back over here to this guy, because apparently he has something for us.
What do you need?
Nice day, ain't it? Too bad Nessa here ain't enjoying it, though. Her being sick and all. I need to get her one of them potions of antidote off Hull. He stayed up drinking last night and got hauled out of bed to the main gates early this morning, so I bet he's got a few of them lying around somewheres. Okay, I'll check it out. We got the Priest of Agama here.
Walls contain the world's knowledge.
I am pleased to see that you have taken time to pay tribute to wise Agama. I was wondering what you had to offer at this Temple of Wisdom. I will give you the 8 that I stole out of that house. While your donation to the temple was considerable, it was not enough to gain reputation point. I hear some units of the Flaming Fist have been sent to Baragost. Seems like the Grand Dukes are getting real paranoid about Amn. Lots of people think Amn might be behind the iron shortage. Could be a prelude to war. Well, that's nice to know. Also, as I was thinking before, turns out I don't really care for those other things, so,
Again, with caution.
Wisdom is only possessed.
You wanna? No, you won't buy that stuff. Okay, I'm not too shocked by that, to be honest. Hey, get back here. I'm trying to talk to you. It's a good thing we're not called upon to defend Candlekeep more often. I have a cousin in Nashkel that sent word of an iron shortage that is beginning to cripple their local guards. Oh, nice. Okay, and we got, Jondalar.
Hey,
Hey there, Korgath. I see you're up early this day. Well, your father, Grine, has asked me to a strange favor. Seems like he wants you to learn some fighting and asked me to be the teacher, so I hope you brought your staff with you. Hostile creatures have red circles around their feet. Left-clicking within the circle will direct you to attack me. You can switch weapons using the quick weapon icons. The weapon outlined in green is the current weapon. Attack with fists only. Empty quick slot. If you only wish to knock your opponent unconscious, you don't have to worry about that with me, so use your staff. If you have magical abilities, try casting a spell at me by left-clicking on the spell icon at the bottom of the screen. Left-click on one of the spells that come up and cast it on whichever target you want. I just hope you have an offensive spell memorized. During our fight, I'm going to spring a little surprise on you. Remember, you can press the space bar at any time and pause the game. This will give you time to think, especially once my little surprise comes up. Are you ready now? Good. Okay, so... well, I see your little surprise, but, you know, kind of a dick move to do that. You did good, kid, especially after Eric started firing those arrows at you. I'm sure your father would be proud. You should go talk to the gate warden if you want some experience in fighting with a group of people. You can find him just south of here. Out there, it can be pretty important to know how to fight with allies at your side.
Why Moradin's hammer?
I thought I asked you to clean the rats out of this building yesterday already. Hop to it. Get in there. Sure, okay. Lots and lots of rats. And hey, dude, you got 2 cats. They should be doing this for you.
Feel my power.
At least I would think so. Okay, and we're struggling to hit this guy. There we go.
Think
Gonna
careful.
move out, at least a little. Come on. There you go. Come on, one more. You can hit him. There you go. Great job. I knew you could do it. Okay, let's rob this guy. We left a rat, apparently. No, we didn't. Okay, that seems to be everything in here. You did not have much.
With
By
caution.
Moradin's hammer!
Ah, yes. Kill them like the rats that they are. A glorious battle unlike any this world has ever seen. Here's 5 gold pieces. Don't spend it all in one place. Let's see, another tutor over there that I don't care to talk to. Ah, hole. Hey, kid. I woke late this morning and left my sword in the barracks before going on duty. If you want to get it for me, it's in the chest at the foot of my bed on the right side of the barracks. Quick now, before the gate warden catches me without it. You'll also find an antidote there. I think Drippin needs one for old Nessa. Okay, let's head on down. No. I'm busy.
Caution.
This is not the place I was looking for. Okay, let's
Think carefully.
Hey, quit following me. Quit following me, gate warden. Not looking for you.
I've a blade with your name.
Oh,
Caution.
okay. Hey there, you're Gorian's little whelp, aren't you? Yeah, you match the description. You don't look so dangerous to me. That I am. Do I know you? No, I don't believe you do. I'll not be here long, so it don't matter. You'll not be here long either, so it matters even less. Just thought I'd have a look at you. Pretty face, but I don't see what the fuss is about. No matter. I deliver your skull and I'm set for life. Ouch. You got a hit on me.
Damn.
And I'm failing miserably to hit him. For some reason. Wow. Well, at least we're both now struggling to hit each other. Spoke way too soon for that, apparently.
Our rules are very strict.
Yeah, Gate Warden, I'm a little busy. I would appreciate that, but I'm a little busy right now. Seriously? Game?
Damn.
What the hell? Why am we missing so badly? Seriously?
Bleed.
Really? Am I gonna be better with my fists than I am with the staff? Or was that just luck?
Feel my power.
Okay, I'm thinking that might have just been luck. I really don't know. There we go. Jesus, dude. He took way too long to kill.
Yes.
I didn't tell you to do anything. Did you heal yourself? Yes, I think you did. I don't know.
What is the
I
plan?
have healing abilities.
Something on your mind?
I heard shouting, Korgath. Are you alright? He's dead. Whoever he was, he lunged at me with a knife. Oh, I assume it's not actually Karen. What is happening to this place? It's not this place, child. It's you they're after. Gorion is waiting on the steps to the central library and wants you to go to him as soon as you have bought what you need at the inn. Oh, Korgath, I have been your tutor for so many years, and only in this moment have I come to doubt that my teachings have been enough. Go to Gorion, child. It is safe for you here no longer. Yes, okay, I think I get that.
With caution.
Now, where the hell's the barracks? Oh, right next door. What is this? Bunkhouse.
Yes.
Okay, I guess it's this one over here. Yep, there we go, okay.
I should have joined the army.
Ugh, what a meat-filled night. That hole is just too much. Poor Sap had to go man the gate this morning too. I don't know how he does it. What can I do for you anyways? Yeah, let's not rat him out. I was just wondering if you had any errands I could run. Errands? Yeah, actually, I need a quarrel of crossbow bolts. If you could get me some, or get some off of Winthrop at the inn, I'll reimburse you. Oh, very well. There'll be a few coins in it for you too, so you can stop giving me that look. Okay, and he doesn't care to talk. Okay, let's go and get the dude his sword. And then we'll go and talk to the gate watch dude down here. There you go, Hull. Took your sweet time, didn't you? Grion's a fool for trying to bring you up right, and you can tell him I said so, too. If I didn't know any better, I'd say this whole iron crisis is the result of twerps like you wandering off with people's swords. Here's 10 gold pieces. Now get out of here. I'm on duty. Oh, you're so lucky I didn't just steal your sword. But no. No, we're lawful good. We're not gonna steal people's swords. That's just, you know, beneath us. So what do you got for requests out of curiosity? You need to bring what's-his-face's sword. Or the antidote, rather, not the sword. Gotta buy crossbow bolts. And then equip ourselves, basically, that's it. So let's head on up here. I could have sworn there was a run button or something, but evidently I'm misremembering. I don't know why I thought there was a run.
Hide away that which should not see the sun's light.
Not sure who's talking. Or why. But somebody decided they had to say something. We'll drop this off to this guy just to make sure he has nothing else.
What do you need?
Hey, you're a wanderer, you are. Stick with me and we'll go far. Well, okay, stick with me and we'd probably never leave the walls of Candlekeep, would we? Good thing you ain't wearing none of that metal armor, though, as I hear that the bandits out there would just as soon kill you as look at you to get it off your back. I just hope this whole iron crisis business is wrapped up soon. And let's head off to the inn. Buy the guy his crossbow bolts. He only needs the one. You know, he specifically said he only needs the one. Well, he didn't specifically say that, but you get my point.
With caution.
My hotel's as clean as an elven.
Well, hello there, young one. Come to visit your old pal Winthrop, have ye? Well, don't forget the 10,000 gold pieces book entrance fee as per Candlekeep's custom, don't you know? You always were the big kidder, Winthrop. That gets funnier nearly every time I hear it. Well, perhaps not quite so often. Ha! Just having a bit of fun with you, my friend. Them monks may be walking about with poles in their nethers, but you never But you know you're always welcome here in my sight. Gorion did well by you, he did. So, is there anything I can do for you? Some drinks, a room to sleep, or anything to buy? Sure, what do you have? There we go. That gem is basically worthless, and yeah, that ring's also worthless, so we'll sell that for a little extra money for us. Let's see, so we have to buy, what's his face? A thing of crossbow bolts. Now, I have a bit more skill in long swords, and let's also buy ourselves a nice shield. I'll go with the medium shield. I cannot use a heavy or a large shield because it requires 15 strength, which I do not have. It doesn't really matter, but we're gonna go with a different color shield for our medium shield. And let's buy ourselves, I think, some nice studded leather armor. I'll take a helmet. And I think that's gonna be it. Put that on, put the helmet on, put the shield. There we go. I don't really care for that.
Again,
My
think
hotel's
carefully.
as clean as an elven arse.
Oh, you don't want the quarterstaff. Okay, that's fine. I won't give you the quarterstaff then. Fire bead, elven hair.
So hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Ah, yes, I'm back within the hallowed halls of Candlekeep. With this iron crisis upon us, the trip from Baragost was more hazardous than I care to relate. You're Gorion's ward, aren't you? My, you have come into your own, if you would permit an old man jealous of youth to say so. I left an identity scroll with Deathtoril in the inner grounds. He should be done examining it by now, so if you could fetch it for me, I'd be grateful. I'll look into it. Let's go upstairs.
With caution.
Anything to steal? Yep, a little bit of money. Thank you very much. Hey, you just keep sleeping, don't mind me. That's locked. Sleeping dwarf. Yep, okay. Sleeping dwarf don't want to talk. Can't really blame him because, you know, he's sleeping. That's locked. Oh, hello, nobleman.
Don't touch me.
Yes, might I help you? Let's see. My apologies, I've been knee-deep in the tomes of the keep all day, and I'm in quite the fog as a result. Oh, indeed, such a wondrous depository it is. I have returned on many an occasion, much to my banker's dismay, and have not even scratched the surface of the collection here. Would that it were so for all of my noble brethren. I fear many come to the keep merely to proclaim that they did. I suppose it makes them appear more intelligent, though simply quizzing places the majority of them surely about the chimp level. I am sorry, I tend to ramble. Good eve to you.
Away with you, beggar!
What? I certainly hope there is an explanation for this intrusion. Explain yourself. Let's see. A simple mistake and no cause for excitement, so watch your words or I'll be... that's a little bit mean for lawful good, to be honest. My apologies, I must have gotten the room numbers mixed up. Dreadfully sorry. Ahem. Yes, well, just don't let it happen again. Okay, go back downstairs, because there's nothing to loot up here. There's just that little bit of gold and that one.
Think carefully.
Head off over here. Stuff over here. Don't know why you have a dagger on the shelf there, but so be it.
A pleasure to meet a socially acceptable person such as yourself.
I'd much prefer it if you would leave me be. Okay.
No time to chit-chat.
Step up to the heat, young one. You'll need a good fire to warm the chill stares of those monks. Most inhospitable they are, isn't that so, lovely? Oh yes, darling, they are most standoffish. Let's see. Lead a somewhat cloistered life here, so they are unaccustomed to many visitors. You are perhaps a bit colorful compared to what they're used to. Watch your tongue, this is my home. Oh, I would not let it concern you, my lady. Perhaps they are not used to wealth such as yours. You are quite wealthy, are you not? Bring a lot of expensive jewelry with you. If I was playing as a thief, I'd probably do that. Perhaps they've not been as welcoming as they could have, but you are strangers in their home. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just say they lead a somewhat cloistered life. Colorful. Dear, perhaps we should dress a little more plainly to fit in. It's worth a try, my dear, although our clothes may only be the half of it. They certainly couldn't react any worse than they have. I thank you for your suggestion, Korgath, and for putting it tactfully. Good eve to you. Okay, let's go bring what's-his-face's, thing, and yeah, I need to replace my headphones because the cable that holds them together is, well, not that great anymore. And when it decides to wig out like that, sometimes, depending on the game, the audio does not recover, and this looks like it's going to be one of those games where the audio doesn't recover. So, maybe it'll be a little bit of a shorter part. Well, actually, it probably isn't really that much shorter of a part. Okay, you're kind of standing in the way. Fuller. Here you are, you little money grubber. Put a few gold pieces in your purse. Well, thank you very much. What was that? I couldn't quite read what that said. Fuller gave me a lousy 10 gold for running his errands. I bet I'd get at least 15 for being an errand runner in Baldur's Gate. Yeah, so you know what? I think we're gonna go ahead and end this part here. Next part we'll do that little fight, and then we'll head up into the keep to go and talk to what's-it? Gorion. And also that other person who has the identification scroll or whatever to bring to the person in the inn. So this episode might be a little bit on the shorter side, but I could say with confidence it'll be more than made up for in the future because I will inevitably have parts that go long. So I will see you all next time. Let me make sure to save. And you know what? I think I'm probably just gonna override those because it really doesn't matter. Actually, you know what? No, that's not the best naming convention. We'll just go with we'll just call it based off part numbers. Part 1. So I'll see you all next time. Until then, goodbye and farewell. Rather, before I actually say farewell. Quick reminder, I do have a Patreon and a Discord. You can find links to those down below in the description. The Patreon is the best place to go if you wish to help support the channel because you enjoy the content. That is, for as little as $1 a month, you can get early access to all of my videos. And if a number of people do that, it helps me out because it's extra money that I can then use to be able to buy games, computer hardware, whatever the case may be, to be able to continue delivering this content. Along with new content in the future. And the Discord is my go-to place for posting about channel happenings, so I do recommend joining that if you want to stay updated on channel happenings, because like I said, that is my go-to place for posting that type of stuff. I don't often remember to post that on other social media, so yeah, if you want to know about interruptions to my recording schedule and things like that, I highly recommend that you join the Discord. You don't have to be active. It's not a requirement, but I do recommend that you join it. But until next time, a goodbye and farewell.